People who have run into the crazy ex years later, what were they like? 1. She's doing great, and as far as I know she's now in a very healthy relationship. When we met about a year after we had broken up, it was because she called me and wanted to talk. Apparently our breakup was what helped her realize a bunch of traits she hated in her family and had replicated towards me in her previous relationships, and wanted to apologize. We hugged, chatted, had dinner, and then each went on to live our lives. We've texted a couple times since, and I'm glad to see she took the decisions towards the path she believes it is her better version. 2. They were the same as they were before. I was different though. At that point I'd realized she wasn't crazy, and that when we were together I wasn't emotionally mature enough to see how I was responsible for a lot of the problems in our relationship. When I looked back on her as a person and not as a crazy ex, she became someone I was proud to have had an encounter with. I was happy to see we didn't damage each other too deeply. I'm grateful to see her success. 3. I briefly had a FWB relationship with a girl in college that kept a combat knife under her pillow. The thing looked like a freaking Rambo knife. Things eventually fizzled out with her and we stopped talking. My friends jokingly nicknamed her Stabby, and the name stuck. Everyone went on with their lives. 2 years later, she got expelled because she got into an argument with her boyfriend in a public place and stabbed him in the leg. Turns out the nickname was prophetic. 4. Mine called me on her wedding night crying because they brought her best friend in for a threesome and her new husband was banging the best friend currently. Never been so glad to be just a friend.